I step off the bus with one bag, one metal case, and 10 years of noise still stuck in my head. The town looks smaller than I remember. I'm back, I whisper to myself. I actually made it back. The driver leans out the door. You getting off or giving a speech? I'm off, I say. Thanks. I walk toward the old street and call Marcus. He doesn't pick up. I laugh under my breath. Still bad at answering phones. My phone wallpaper is Emily's old photo. I tap it. You said you'd wait. I murmur. I'm home now. Mrs. Carter is watering her plants across from my house. She squints at me. Hold on, is that you? I smile. Yeah, it's me. Long time. Well, I'll be. You're alive. Alive and rich, I say. Where's Emily? I wanted to surprise her. She stops watering. The hose keeps running. You didn't call? I wanted it to be special. Her voice turns soft. Oh, honey. My chest tightens. What? You shouldn't hear it standing like that. Hear what? She thought you were gone for good. I was working. For 10 years. Yes. For us. She shuts off the water. She's married now. I laugh. No. That's not funny. I'm not joking. Mrs. Carter, please. 3 years married. 2 kids. My fingers go numb. You've got the wrong person. I watched the wedding cars park right there, she says. White ribbons and all. That's not possible. She cried for you for a long time, she adds. Then she stopped crying. I look at my front door. I'll just go inside. Wait, she says. You can't. Why not? That's not your house anymore. I walk anyway and knock. A strange man opens the door. Yeah, he asks. Where's Emily? I say. Who? Emily. My wife. He frowns. Buddy, wrong place. This is 14 Oak Street. Yeah, we bought it 2 years ago. Bought it from who? From a couple moving out fast. You okay? I'm fine, I lie. Sorry. I step back. My ears ring. Mrs. Carter watches me with pity. I told you, she says quietly. Where does she live? I ask. 2 streets down. Blue house. Number 9. Thanks. I walk there like I'm moving underwater. I see the blue house. Lights on. Window open. I hear laughter. I move closer and look inside. Emily is at the table. Older, softer, stiller. A little girl is on her lap. A boy runs in circles. A man stands by the stove. Dinner's ready, the man says. Emily laughs. You burned it again. Only a little. You always say that. The girl asks. Mom, who taught you to cook? Emily smiles. An old friend. Was he funny? The boy asks. He thought he was, she says. I step back into the shadows. I'm a joke, I whisper. My phone rings. Marcus. Hey, he says. Guess who just heard you're back? I'm here, I answer. Where? Outside Emily's house. Silence. Then you saw? Yes. I was going to tell you in person. Tell me what exactly? That life kept moving. You knew she remarried. Yes. And you didn't tell me on the phone? Ow. Try words. Don't shout, he says. Where are you standing? In the dark like an idiot. Stay there. I'm coming. I watch through the window again. The man kisses Emily's cheek. That should be me, I say. Marcus arrives, breathing hard. You picked the worst night to come quiet. How long have you known? Since it happened. And you never tried harder to reach me? I tried. Your company blocked everything. She has kids, Marcus. I know. I worked in mines and war zones for her. I know. Say something useful. He sighs. You disappear, man. I was earning. You were gone. That's different. Not to someone waiting alone. I look at the window. Who's the guy? Daniel. Decent man. I don't want decent. I know. I want my life back. You can't rewind 10 years. Watch me. Ow. I don't know yet. Emily turns toward the window for a second. I step back fast. Marcus says softly, You want to knock? My throat burns. No. Good. Why good? Because some doors close for real. I hate that sentence. I know. I came home too late. I say. Marcus answers, yeah. My voice cracks. Everything I built was for that house. Then build something new. I don't want to. You don't get the old. I stare at the lighted window one last time. My past just died in there. Marcus grips my shoulder. Then we figure out your future out here. I nod slowly. Okay. But inside I whisper, I'm not done yet. I sit with Marcus at the late-night diner, hand around a cold cup. He watches me like I'm a bomb. Say something, he says. What do you want? I ask. The truth. I went away to earn money. That's the short lie. I glare at him. It's not. Then say the long version. I exhale. I grew up with nothing. You know that. I know. I swore I'd never be broke again. Being scared of poverty isn't evil, he says. I wanted more than safety. I wanted status. You wanted to be admired. Yes. And loved. I thought love could wait. Marcus shakes his head. People can't. I kept telling Emily 1 more year. You said that for how long? Too long. She showed me your messages, he says. My chest tightens. Which ones? The voice notes you sent at 3 a.m. Those were from job sites. They sounded like war. It almost was. She cried after hearing them. I looked down. I thought it proved I was trying. It proved you were gone. I sent money. She needed you. I couldn't leave the contract. You signed it. They extended it. You accepted. I was close to a bonus. He laughs without humor. You picked a bonus over birthdays. Don't say it like that. How should I say it? Say I was trapped. Were you? Yes. Or were you addicted to the chase? I stay quiet. He leans closer. Answer. I liked winning. At what cost? I whisper everything. Marcus nods slowly. Emily got sick one winter. My head snaps up. What? Flu. Then lung trouble. Why didn't anyone tell me? We tried. Ow. She wrote letters. I never got them. They came back stamped blocked. My voice shakes. Blocked. Your company filtered personal mail. That's illegal. They didn't care. I would have come home. She believed that at first. And later, she believed you chose work. I didn't. From here, it looked like you did. I gripped the cup hard. Bills. Stack high. Why didn't you help more? I helped where I could, he says. I paid some rent. Why didn't she tell me? She stopped believing you'd answer. My throat burns. Did she hate me? No. That's the problem. What does that mean? She defended you for years. I closed my eyes. I kept thinking I was being a hero. You were being absent. I thought sacrifice equals love. Presence equals love, he says. I missed anniversaries. Yes. I missed her father's funeral. Yes. I watched it on a cracked phone. She watched alone. Silence sits between us. I whisper, maybe she didn't betray me. He answers, maybe you vanished. The word hits hard. Vanished. Yeah. I hate that. I know. Anger rises again. But she married fast. 3 years after you stopped replying. I was locked into remote sites. She didn't see that. I want to blame someone. Blame the company. I will. But it still hurts. Of course. I keep hearing her laugh tonight. That's memory and reality colliding. I don't like it. No one does. I straighten. I need to talk to her. Marcus studies me. Why? To hear it from her mouth. You sure? No, but I need it. Then go tomorrow. Not tomorrow. When then? Soon. He nods. I'll stand nearby. I appreciate that. You still my brother. I give a weak smile. Even when I was stupid. Especially then. I breathe deep. I'm not chasing money now. What are you chasing? Answers. And after that, peace. He taps the table. Start with truth. I will. Promise. I promise. My voice is steady now. Tomorrow, I'll face what I lost. No running again, he says. No more running. I agree. If it breaks you, it already did. And if it heals, then I'll accept the scar. He smiles a little. That's new. Pain teaches fast. I say, get some sleep. I doubt I'll manage. Try anyway. I will try. We stand. I add, thanks for not lying. Truth is cheaper, he says. But it costs more. Worth paying. I nod. See you soon. Soon, he repeats. I walk out knowing one thing. I waited too long. I know that very clearly now today. I stand in front of the blue house with my hand raised and shaking. Just knock, I whisper. Stop being a coward. I hit the door twice. Footsteps move closer. The lock clicks. The door opens. Emily stares at me. Her breath stops. So does mine. You, she says. Me, I answer. I thought. I know. You're alive. Yes. Her hand grips the door. This isn't funny. I'm not joking. You disappeared. I was working. For 10 years. Yes. She shakes her head. No. I came to see you. Why now? I came home. Home changed. I swallow. Can I talk to you? I shouldn't let you in. I understand. Do you? Not fully. She studies my face. 2 minutes. Thank you. I step inside. Everything smells like soap and dinner. None of it feels like mine. You look different, she says. So do you. Life does that. I kept your photo. I stopped looking at yours. That's fair. My voice cracks. I wrote letters. I wrote more. I never got them. She turns and walks to a drawer. I know. She drops a bundle on the table. Envelopes marked returned. I sent these, she says. I pick one up. I never saw this. I know. I would have answered. I waited for answers that never came. They blocked my mail. They blocked my hope. I'm sorry, I say. She laughs softly. Sorry is late. I see that. Do you? Yes. Then say it clearly. I came back too late. A man's voice comes from the hallway. Emily. She closes her eyes. Timing hates us. That's him. I ask. Yes. I should go. Too late. He walks in. Calm eyes. Steady posture. Ah, he says. I'm Daniel. I know. I answer. And you are. He knows. Emily says quietly. Daniel nods once. You're the past. That sounds right. He doesn't sound angry. That hurts more. Do you want me to leave? I ask him. I want peace in my house, he says. I'm not here to fight. Good. I look at him. Take care of her. I try every day. Thank you. Emily looks surprised at that. Small footsteps approach. 2 kids peek around the corner. Mom, the girl asks. It's okay, Lily, Emily says. The boy points at me. Who's that? Daniel answers gently. A visitor. Hi, I say softly. They both hide halfway again. Come here, Daniel tells them. They run to him. Dad, can we have juice? The boy asks. Dad. The word lands like a hammer inside my chest. Daniel smiles at them. In a minute. I force a smile. You got a good family. Emily whispers, don't do that. Do what? Be kind when it hurts. I look at her. Why didn't you tell me you were done? I tried. Ow! Messages. Calls. Letters. I never got them. I stopped believing that excuse. It's not an excuse. It felt like one. Daniel speaks quietly. I'll give you both a minute. You don't have to, I say. I want to, he replies, and walks the kids to the kitchen. I face her again. Did you love him when you married him? Yes. Did you still love me then? She hesitates. That's not a fair question. It's an honest one. Yes, she whispers. But love isn't enough alone. Why didn't you wait longer? I was drowning. I would have come. You didn't. I couldn't. You didn't. The words stab clean and deep. Why did you come back now? She asks. To start the life I promised. That life expired. I see that. Do you want me to apologize for surviving? No. Good. I step back. I don't belong here. No, she says through tears. You don't. I hoped you'd stop me from leaving. I can't. Because you don't want to? Because I chose already. I nod slowly. Then I won't knock again. She covers her mouth, crying now. Take care, Emily, I say. She doesn't answer. She doesn't move. She doesn't stop me. That silence tells me everything. I'm not going home, I tell Marcus as I sit at the bar. Pour something strong. You already had 2, Marcus says. Then I'm getting honest. That's what I'm afraid of. I wave at the bartender. Another. Marcus leans closer. Drinking won't fix it. I'm not trying to fix it. I'm trying to mute it. Mute what? My head. You're blaming everyone again. Because everyone failed me. Did they? Yes. Even Emily? I swallow the burn. She moved on. She survived. Same difference. No, he says. Not even close. I laugh bitterly. This town feels fake now. It didn't change. You did. I left to win. You left to chase. I came back rich. You came back alone. I glare at him. Pick a side. I already did. Truth. That's annoying. Usually is. A voice behind me says, "You always drink like that after contracts?" I turn. Ryan. He grins. Still alive, huh? Barely. I answer. Marcus asks, you know him? We worked the North rigs together. I say. Ryan sits down. You vanished after year 4. I didn't vanish. They kept extending. Ryan snorts. They told you that too? What does that mean? You really don't know. Know what? They flagged you as retainable asset. That sounds fake. It means they never plan to release you on schedule. I stare at him. That's not legal. Neither was half that camp. Marcus says, explain it clearly. Ryan nods. They rotate most workers, not top producers. I hit every quota, I say slowly. Exactly, Ryan replies. So they rewarded me by trapping me? By profiting from you? I grip my glass. My contract had an end date. They rewrote extensions into the digital copy. I never approved that. You clicked renewal forms. I was told they were safety updates. Ryan gives me a sad look. They weren't. Marcus mutters, that's dirty. I feel heat in my chest. They stole years. Ryan nods. And money. I turn fast. What money? Retention bonuses, he says. Hidden pool. I never got that. Managers did. My jaw tightens. How much? Depends on output. Estimate mine. Ryan studies me. 6 figures at least. I laugh once. It sounds broken. You're joking. I wish. Marcus says, can you prove it? Ryan tapped his phone. I kept files. Why? I ask. Because I planned to fight them. Why didn't you call me? I tried. Your channel was blocked. Everything was blocked. I whisper. Ryan nods. On purpose. I feel my anger shift shape. So, while I thought Emily gave up, they were cutting your lines, Ryan says. I slam the counter. They took my time and my life. Marcus says quietly, now your anger has an address. I breathe hard. Good. I needed that. Ryan asks, you want it if I open a case? Yes. Even if it gets loud? I want loud. Marcus raises a brow. That's new. I'm done being quiet, I say. My phone buzzes. Emily's name shows on the screen from earlier messages I never sent. Marcus says, don't text angry. I already am angry. Sleep on it. I won't sleep. Still wait. I type anyway. You replaced me fast. Marcus groans. Bad start. I send another. Hope it was worth it. Stop. Marcus says. I'm not finished. Ryan murmurs. You'll regret that. I send one more. Some promises mean nothing, I guess. Marcus covers his face. You lit the match. Good. Seconds later, a reply appears. I read out loud. I waited until I broke. Marcus closes his eyes. That's not an attack. It feels like one. It's pain, he says. Ryan nods. That's not guilt talking. That's damage. I stare at the words again. I waited until I broke. Marcus asks softly. Still want revenge on her? My anger shakes. I don't know. Ryan says, pick the right target. The company, I whisper. Marcus adds, in your own choices. I sigh. I hate that part. Growth hurts, he says. I lock my phone. Revenge and truth aren't the same. Marcus smiles slightly. Now you're thinking. I still want someone to pay. Ryan replies, make it the guilty one. I nod. I will. Marcus lifts his glass. To clear enemies. I answer, and no more lies. Ryan adds, and getting back what was stolen. I drink to that. My anger finally has direction now. I'm walking past the bank when I hear a sharp voice through the open side door. You can't just extend it again, a man says. I'm not asking, Daniel answers. I'm negotiating. There's nothing left to negotiate. I've paid every month. Late, the other voice says. Always late. I stop near the wall and listen. My chest feels tight. Daniel says, give me 90 days. You said that 90 days ago. My next contract will clear it. You said that too. I peek inside. Daniel stands at the desk, jaw tight. A bank officer sits across from him. I'm not trying to run, Daniel says. We know, the officer replies. That's why we're still talking. I step back before they see me. So the hero bleeds too, I murmur. The door opens hard. Daniel walks out, rubbing his face. He doesn't notice me at first. Bad day? I ask. He looks up, surprised. You. Me, I say. Wrong place. No, he answers carefully. Public place. Sounded tense inside. You were listening? The walls are thin. He exhales. Business talk. Bad business talk. Sometimes. I study him. You're in trouble. I'm managing. That's not a no. He gives a dry smile. You always this direct. After 10 years away, yes. He looks at me. You here to enjoy it? Enjoy what? My stress. I hesitate. I thought I would. And now. I'm not sure. He nods once. Honest answer. I ask, how bad is it? Bad enough. Debt? Yes. Big? Yes. House involved? He pauses. That's private. Mrs. Carter talks? I say. He almost laughs. Of course she does. So it's mortgaged? Yes. For the business? For survival. I cross my arms. Emily knows? She knows enough. Enough isn't everything. I don't hide what matters. I look at his tired eyes. You look like I used to. Is that supposed to scare me? It should. He studies me back. You worked overseas a long time. Yes. Dangerous jobs. Yes. Good money. Sometimes. He takes a breath. Can I ask you something without pride getting in the way? Try. How did you scale fast? What? I'm running out of runway. I blink. You're asking me for advice? I'm asking a man who survived pressure. I thought you'd want me gone. I want my family safe more. That lands heavy. I say quietly, what kind of business? Logistics and small freight. Margins are thin. I know that very well. Who handles your contracts? I do. Then you're overloaded. I can't afford more staff. You can't afford mistakes either. You give a tired half smile. You sound like a consultant. I sound like regret. He looks at me carefully. Do you hate me? I tried to. And now? I see a mirror I didn't ask for. He nods slowly. Fear looks similar on everyone. What are you most afraid of? I ask. Failing them, he says. In front of them. I answer without thinking. That fear eats sleep. I know. Emily looks tired, I add. She carries more than she says. She always did. He doesn't react to that. I won't let them fall. I said the same once. And I wasn't there when they needed me. You hold my gaze. I am here. Yes, I admit. You are. Silence sits between us. Not friendly. Not hostile. Just real. He says, if you're here to take something back, say it. I can't take people back. No, he says. You can't. I came back angry. Understandable. I expected a villain. Sorry to disappoint. That's the problem. I say. You didn't. He gives a small nod. Life isn't clean rolls. No, I agree. It isn't. He checks his watch. I have to pick up the kids. Good luck. I'll make my own, he says. As he turns, I say, Daniel. He looks back. Yes. Don't sign desperate contracts. He answers, I already did once. Then read the next one twice. I will. He leaves. I stand alone, unsettled. I whisper to myself, this isn't the enemy I planned. I'm going to invest in his business, I tell Marcus. He nearly drops his fork. Say that again. I'm going to fund Daniel's company. You hit your head overseas? I'm serious. You hate the guy. I did. Past tense? He asks. Yes. Marcus leans back. Explain before I call a doctor. I watch him fight the bank. So, I know that fight. That doesn't mean you write him a check. It means I understand the pressure. Marcus points at me. You wanted revenge last week. I wanted control. This isn't control. This is charity. It's leverage. He squints. Now we're closer to truth. I don't want to burn their house down. I say. I want to walk in calm. Still sounds crazy. I have capital. He has structure. He has debt. Exactly why terms matter. Marcus shakes his head. Why not invest somewhere clean? Because this isn't about clean. It's about Emily, he says. It's about closure. You're lying to yourself. Maybe a little. He sighs. You're really doing this. Yes. Then at least make it smart. I will. Silent partner? Yes. Minority stake? At first. Exit clause? Of course. He studies me. You've changed. Pain edits a man. Marcus mutters, or breaks him. Sometimes both. Later that day, I called Daniel. We need to talk. He answers cautiously. About what? Your business. That sounds dangerous already. Meet me at the warehouse office. You know where that is? I asked around. Fine. 1 hour. I arrive early. Bare walls. Old desk. Stress in the air. Daniel walks in. This better not be a lecture. It's an offer. I'm listening. I want to invest. He stares. In what? In your company. He laughs once. That's not funny. I'm not joking. Why would you do that? Because you're sinking. I know that part. I can stop it. What's the price? He asks. Equity and operational oversight. How much equity? 30%. He whistles. That's not small. It's not control either. Why me? Because I understand your risk. Try again. Because I don't want war. He studies my face. You're serious. Yes. Does Emily know? Not yet. That's a problem. Tell her after you decide. He paces. You expect me to trust you? No. I expect you to read the contract. And if I say no, I walk away. He stops pacing. Why help me at all? Because destroying you won't fix me. That's honest. I'm done with blind anger. He looks down. I hate needing help. I hated it too. Are you trying to buy respect? No. Structure. Are you trying to stay close to my family? That's your boundary to guard. He nods slowly. You're calm. I learned the hard way. He sits. Show me numbers. I slide the folder. Capital injection, debt restructure, vendor renegotiation. He reads in silence. Minutes pass. This could work, he admits. It will. You're confident. I've rebuilt worse. He looks up. I accept. Good. But if you cross a line at home, I won't. I mean it. So do I. We shake hands. His grip is firm, worried, grateful. That night, my phone rings. Emily. We need to talk, she says. I expected that. Now, I'm outside. I answer. She steps onto the porch. Did you offer Daniel money? Yes. Why? To stabilize the business. Why? Because I can. That's not an answer. It's the first layer. Give me the second. I came back angry. I know. I wanted revenge. She flinches. I felt that. I don't want it now. What do you want? Closure. You don't buy closure. I build it. With my husband? With a business deal. She searches my face. What do you really feel? Regret. Toward me. Toward my choices. She exhales slowly. I don't forgive you. I didn't ask. I'm still wary. Stay that way. Are you trying to earn your way back? No. Then what? I'm trying to leave clean. Tears fill her eyes. You always talk different now. I finally listen too. She nods once. I'll watch carefully. Good. She turns to go. Emily. I say softly. I'm not here to break your life. She answers without turning. Then don't. Ryan drops a thick folder on the table. Open it. What is this? I ask. Proof. Of what? Fraud. Contract manipulation. Wage diversion. I flip the first page. These are internal memos. Yes. With my worker ID on them. Yes. My pulse rises. They mark me extended without disclosure. Ryan nods. You were flagged for profit retention. That's a cage with paperwork. That's exactly what it is. Marcus leans in. Is it enough to file? Ryan answers. More than enough. I read another page. Bonus pools redirected to executive accounts. Look at the signature, Ryan says. I freeze. Victor Hale. Marcus asks, that the top guy? I answer. That's the director who approved my extensions. Ryan taps the page. He approved a lot more than that. I laugh bitterly. He shook my hand once. Ryan smirks. He pick your pocket too. I sit back. I want him exposed. We start legal, Ryan says. How fast? Already contacted a labor attorney. Marcus whistles. You move quick. Ryan shrugs. I stayed angry and organized. My phone buzzes. Unknown number. I answer. Hello. Is this Daniel Cross? A woman asks. Yes. I'm a reporter with Channel 8. We're investigating offshore labor abuse. That was fast. Your name is in the document set. It should be. Can we interview you? Yes. On record? Yes. Today? Yes. Marcus mouths. That was too easy. I say into the phone, send the address. Ryan grins. News spreads faster than truth. Not today, I reply. Today they travel together. At the studio, bright lights hit my eyes. The reporter says, why didn't you return home? I tried. Records show contract extensions. Fraudulent ones. Who approved them? Victor Hale. Direct accusation. Direct truth. Did you profit? I lost years. Do you want revenge? I want justice. Difference. Justice is clean. Revenge is messy. She nods. That's a strong line. It's a lived one. Afterward, my phone fills with messages. Marcus laughs. You're famous now. I'd trade that for lost time. Ryan says, this will pressure them. Good. My phone rings again. Emily. Can we talk? She asks quietly. Yes. Alone. I understand. We meet at a small park bench. She looks shaken. I saw the interview, she says. I figured. Why didn't you tell me all this before? You wouldn't have believed me. She swallows. You're right. I know how it sounded. Like excuses. Yes. She looks down. Those letters I sent. I never received them. I know that now. I'm sorry you carried that alone. I'm sorry I judged you completely. That's fair, though. No, she says softly. Not fully fair. I wait. I was wrong about some things, she says. The words land gently and heavy at once. Thank you, I reply. But I need you to hear the rest. I'm listening. I don't regret protecting my kids. You shouldn't. I chose stability when hope fell dead. I understand that now. Tears form in her eyes. I hated you for a while. I hated me too. I told myself you chose money over us. I chose badly, but not that way. She nods slowly. Truth is painful. Yes. But it's also freeing, she adds. I feel that. She wipes her eyes. Daniel stood when you were gone. I know. I won't apologize for loving him. You don't need to. She looks at me with new softness. I respect you for speaking out. I respect you for surviving. We sit in silence for a moment. Not empty, just full. She says, this changes how I see the past. It changes how I carry it. Does it change what you want now? Yes. What do you want? Peace without lies. She nods. That sounds right. I stand. Take care, Emily. You too, she says. I walk away feeling two things at once. Pain and respect. Both are real. Both earned. My phone rings before sunrise. I answer half awake. Hello. Ryan's voice is sharp. Turn on the news. That sounds serious. It is. I switch it on. The headline fills the screen. Victor Hale Holdings under federal investigation. I sit up. That was fast. Ryan laughs. Paper trails talk. The anchor says the company accounts are frozen. I whisper, you're done, Hale. Marcus calls next. You seeing this? Yes. You look calm. I feel steady. Last month you wanted blood. Now I want truth recorded. Big change, he says. At the courthouse, a clerk tells me, you're scheduled to testify today. I'm ready. Stick to facts. I will. Ryan meets me in the hall. Nervous? No. Good. I've already lived the worst part. Inside, a lawyer asks me, state your experience. I worked under forced contract extensions. Did you consent? No. Did you receive full pay? No. Who approved the extensions? Victor Hale. Did you try to leave? Yes. What happened? My exit requests were blocked. By whom? His management chain. The lawyer nods. Clear. Outside, reporters crowd me. Do you feel vindicated? One asks. I feel heard. Is this revenge? It's accountability. Same thing. No. Ryan grins beside me. You're good at this now. I'm good at honesty. Later, I walk through Daniel's warehouse. Boxes are stacked neat now. He weighs me over. Look at this month. I scan the sheet. Revenue is up. Cost down. You renegotiated fuel. Yes. Smart. He exhales. I sleep a little better. You look more tired, though. He rubs his eyes. Growth is heavy. Delegation helps. I'm trying. You're controlling. I'm careful. Same problem, new word. He laughs once. Fair. My phone buzzes. Emily texts. Can we talk later? I reply yes. Daniel notices. Everything okay? Yes. You sure? Yes. He studies me. You've kept boundaries. I promise that. I appreciate it. Keep appreciating it, I say quietly. That evening, Emily meets me outside the office. He's different lately, she says. Daniel? Yes. Pressure. He's distant. Fear does that. He snaps faster. Debt trauma leaves marks. She looks at me. You understand him. I understand the weight. Talk to him more. About business, yes. About life? No. Why not? Because that crosses lines. She sighs. You're being careful. I'm being respectful. I see that. I won't step into your marriage, even if it cracks. Especially then. Her eyes soften. You really changed. I finally learned cost. Of what? Being absent and being reckless. She nods slowly. Thank you. For what? For not making this harder. I made enough hard already. Marcus meets me later for coffee. You're too calm, he says. I'm focused. On what? Self-respect. Not revenge. No, that's new. Revenge kept me loud. Respect keeps me steady. He smiles. I like steady you. I like him too. You could have wrecked that family. I know. You didn't. I won't steal a life I failed to protect before. Marcus points at me. That line is gold. It's truth. He raises his cup. To growth. I answer, to clean wins. My phone buzzes again with an alert. Victor Hale detained for questioning. I look at the screen and feel nothing wild. Just quiet closure starting. Marcus watches me. No victory dance. No. No angry speech. No. What then? Forward. He nods. You're free now. I take a breath. Yes. Not because he fell, but because I stood straight. Emily texts me at noon. Can we meet alone? No kids. No Daniel. Just talk. I reply yes. Name a place. Old River Bench, she sends. 1 hour. I get there early. My hands won't stay still. When she arrives, she sits beside me and exhales. Thank you for coming. I always would, I say. I know that now. That sentence hurts and heals. It does both, she answers. We sit quiet for a moment. Wind, water, memory. She speaks first. I want clean truth today. Me too. No defense speeches. No attacks either. Deal, she says. I nod. Start anywhere. I never stopped loving the man you were, she says softly. My chest tightens. I believe you. But I couldn't keep loving the life you chose. That's fair. Waiting became a sickness. I see that now. I counted promises like medicine. And they expired. Yes. I swallow. I loved money more than moments. She looks at me. Say that again. I loved money more than moments. Thank you for not hiding. I'm done hiding. Tears form in her eyes. I needed you, not transfers. I know. I needed your chair at the table. I know. I needed your voice in the room. I know. We both break a little. No noise, just tears. She wipes her face. Why didn't you come sooner? I thought success would fix delay. It doesn't. It multiplies it. She nods. Yes. I ask quietly. Are you happy now? I'm stable. That's not the same. No, she says. But it's real. Do you love Daniel? Yes. That's enough then. It is. I breathe slow. Do you hate me? She answers fast. No, not even a little. I hated the silence. Not you. I can accept that. She studies me. Do you hate me? No, not even for marrying him. No. Why not? Because you chose survival. Her voice shakes. Thank you. I mean it. She whispers, I needed to hear that. I needed to say it. We sit closer now. Not lovers, not strangers. Just honest. She says, you changed. So did you. Pain taught us both. Different lessons, I say. Same depth, she replies. Footsteps approach on the path. Daniel stops a few steps away. Am I interrupting? He asks. No, I answer. You're right on time. Emily looks surprised. You knew. I asked him to come after. Daniel nods slowly. I didn't want secrets. Good, I say. He faces me. Oh, you thanks. You don't owe me anything. I do. For what? For saving the business. You saved it by working. You gave it oxygen. Use it well. I will. He extends his hand. No rivalry. I take it. His grip is firm. Respectful. No rivalry. I agree. He says quietly, you could have burned us. I know. You didn't. I burned enough already in life. He gives a small smile. I see that. Emily watches us with wet eyes. This matters. Daniel adds, my family stands because of your help. Keep them standing, I reply. I will. He squeezes my hand once more. Thank you. That simple gratitude hits deeper than any victory speech. I say, take care of them. With everything I have, he answers. I believe you. He looks relieved. Good. Emily steps closer. This is goodbye, isn't it? Yes. Not angry goodbye. No. Clean goodbye. Yes. She hugs me. Brief. Real. Final. Thank you for telling the truth, she whispers. Thank you for surviving long enough to hear it. I answer. Daniel places a gentle hand on her shoulder. I step back. Live well. You too. she says. I walk away lighter, not because I won, but because I let go. Months have passed. I sit in my new home, a place that smells like fresh paint and quiet. Feels empty. I mutter to Ryan over a call. We're ready, he answers. Ready for what? To give back. I mean, I have money now, I say. A lot. Not that kind of rich, he replies. I frown. Explain. Look around, he says. You're free. You survived. Now, help those still trapped. I pause. You want me to start a worker fund? Exactly. I agree. All right. We do it together. Weeks later, I hand out envelopes at a small office. Faces light up. Thank you, someone says. I shrug. You earned it. Ryan claps my back. You're serious now. I am. I smile quietly. Serious feels good. Mrs. Carter calls as I unpack boxes. You finally look at peace, Daniel. Peace isn't flashy. I reply. No, but it suits you, she says. I laugh softly. Thanks, Mrs. Carter. One afternoon, I walk past a park. Emily's family is there. Daniel throws a ball to Noah while Lily runs ahead. Emily watches, laughing. I stop a moment, invisible. She looks up briefly. Our eyes meet. A nod, soft and deliberate. No words, no tension, just acknowledgement. I keep walking. My chest is lighter. I sit on a bench nearby, thinking aloud. I return too late to become rich in love. I whisper. Too late to reclaim what was lost. A bird chirps. The sun falls golden across the park. But not too late. I continue to become rich in truth, in dignity, in growth. I glance back at Emily's family, smiling and alive. Justice can exist without cruelty, I murmur. Closure without possession. I exhale. I am enough now. The wind brushes my face. I close my eyes. No anger. No longing. Just clarity. I have arrived. Not to the life I imagined, but to the one I earned. I rise. Step forward. The path ahead is mine. And for the first time, it feels right.